Hi everybody, welcome to our Wednesday night demo. I'm Chef Nicole. I'm here on behalf of the Kitchener Market. These events normally take place in the marketplace inside the Kitchener Market, but we have gone virtual and it's been a really exciting time to be able to share some wonderful recipes through our virtual classes with you, and tonight is no exception. Tonight we are taking takeout home. One of the favorite things to do at our house is for us to be able to make our own takeout. Everyone loves it because they get to customize the recipes however they would like, and I really like it because it's a little more budget friendly. As a mom of 4 hungry teenagers, it is definitely always necessary to keep the budget into consideration, which is one of the great things about the Kitchener Market is you can come out and you can find so many great vendors with great pricing, and especially for any of the local produce that you are looking for that's in season right now, you are going to find some fantastic deals. So come out and join us on Saturday from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. And you can hit the kitchenermarket.ca website for any information you're looking for on vendors, and safety protocols are all listed there for you guys as well. So let's get started. Tonight, I'm going to be showing you guys how to get some really crispy shrimp at home without being deep fried, and just a light breaded coating on it. So here we go. We have our 21-25 shrimp here that I picked up from the frozen section at Coddles. If you want to know what that means you're going to get between 21 and 25 shrimp per pound. Here I have a couple of eggs. I'm going to be using just the egg whites, and I'm going to mix them into the bowl. Actually, why don't I go ahead and get those separated for you right now. I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to use that for something else a little bit later. I'm just going to wash my hands quickly from my eggs. I am just going to be whisking these up. I want them nice and foamy and frothy. I'm going to add a tablespoon or 2 of water to this just to make it nice and light. Just maybe a quick little tablespoon there just to give me a little bit more mixture. So here we go right here. So I'm going to toss my shrimp into my egg whites and then into my cornstarch, and that's going to give me a really nice light coating on my shrimp. Guys, all right, so I have some of my shrimp in the pan starting to cook. You can see already they are starting to turn orange. That is how you know that these ones are cooked. We're looking for them to be nice and orange. You can see they've got that nice light coating on them. I'm not looking for a heavy breading, just a little bit of crispiness on them. I'm going to give them a little flip like that. You can see, and they're going to cook a little more on the other side. I have about 2 or 3 tablespoons of oil in my pan. I'm not trying to deep fry them, just want enough oil to cook that coating. And now they're just going to hang out here for a couple more minutes. I don't want to overcrowd my pan, so I'm doing it in a few batches. When I take them out, I'm going to season them with a little bit of salt, and then I'm going to toss them in some delicious sauce. I'll show you all of those things when they come out of the pan. I have my shrimp all cooked. I have the sauce ready to go. Now on to my veggies. This corn is already cooked. This would be a great way to use up some leftover corn on the cob. It's in season now, so it would be a great way to just use up that if there's any leftovers. I don't know how it works at your house, but at my house, there is not usually very much leftover corn. I actually cooked this one to share this recipe with you guys, but if you do have leftovers at your house, it's a great way to be able to use it up. So I'm going to show you guys how to just cut it off of the cob. I'm just going to give it, so I'm just going to stand it up on the flat end, and I'm just going to work my way around and cut down all of that delicious corn off of there. I'm going to give it a quick saute in the pan, as well as my peppers, just to cook them a little bit, and then I'm going to show you guys how to assemble the rest of our burrito bowl. I'm going to get these in the pan, and then I'm going to show you guys the peppers next. Pepper demo. If you guys have seen any of my videos already, you've probably seen this demo, but I just think it's always a great one to show people that might not be familiar with it. So you cut your top and your bottom off of your pepper, and then you're going to cut around the side, cut those ribs out. And as you do that, you keep all of the seeds with the center portion, and you don't have to worry about rinsing out all of the seeds that you normally have to. I'm going to give this a quick little chop. So I normally just cut it in half. You can put it on top of each other or cut one at a time, whatever is easiest for you. And then I'm just going to cut these into little thin strips. I am going to pop these in my pan with my corn just to cook them slightly. And then I am going to show you guys how to cut up your frisse and your radicchio that I have here, as well as how to get those nice cubes of peppers. I'm going to show you, cucumbers. I'm going to show you guys how to slice up your cucumbers and make the impulse to cut straight down the middle. If you want your nice square cubes, you don't want to slice it in half first. That's why you end up with those half moons. I'm going to show you guys how to cut it so you get that nice dice, and you can use this on any of your round vegetables that you're cutting, your carrots, your zucchini, anything like that, that if you want to show those little squares, you'll know how to do it after this demo. All right, here we go. So you're going to actually slice a little piece off of the end. So what we want to do with our round vegetables is make them flat. Flat vegetables are much easier to control. They're not going to roll away on you. And then you're just going to go across the top, and you're just going to cut it into whatever thickness you're looking for. I'm not looking to go really small, guys, because some of my other vegetables are not that small. My last cut, I'm just going to guide with my hands, keep the shape. Then if you didn't want to use the seeds, you could cut the seed part out. If you were doing something like tzatziki sauce or things like that, you would cut that little seed area out, have it for a little snack, but you wouldn't want to put it into your tzatziki sauce or anything where you don't want to add a lot of moisture. So I'm just going to go ahead and stack these up, and then I'm just going to do basically the same thing I already did, and I'm just going to go across the top, and I'm going to cut like this, keeping my fingers back and away from my blade, and then I'm going to cut into whatever size dice it is that I'm looking for. Moving my hands across. And you'll see, guys, my knife is not coming up off the board. This is called a rocker knife. And the reason is because it actually rocks back and forth. It doesn't come up off of the cutting board. I'm going to set that off to the side. I'll finish cutting these ones later. And I just want to show you up next our radicchio. So for this, I'm just going to cut it in half like so. I'm only going to use about half for right now. And then I'm going to cut out my core. So I'm just going to take my knife. Again, I'm going to put tip in, cut down. And I'm going to cut around that hard core in the middle. And then I'm going to take that piece out. Oh, I've got a little bit still stuck at the top there. Take that core out. And I'll be able to use the rest. We've got a little garbage bowl off to the side, guys. It's always helpful to have in the kitchen so you can keep your cutting board clean and clear. And then I'm just going to, again, just make nice little thin slices so that I can add some more beautiful color to my bowl. So I'm just going to slice a little bit of that and set it onto my plate. You guys can see, I'll show you guys in a minute, all of the different vegetables that are on my plate that are going into my bowl. It's a great way, like I said, to get your kids to eat lots of veggies because they're going to like at least a couple of the options that are there that they can choose to put on their plate. I'm going to put them all in, but you can decide what would go into yours at home. There we go. A little bit of frisse. I just love the texture of this one. I'm going to do that. Just give it a little bit of a chop. Set that off to the side. And then the final thing before I show you guys how it all comes together is just my avocado here. So for your avocado, what you're going to do is you're going to just cut around the center. Oh, this looks so beautiful inside, guys. There are some really gorgeous avocados that you can find at the Kitchener Market. So head there on Saturday for all of your produce needs. They have so many great things going on right now. And then you're just going to take your spoon and scoop it out. If you wanted to dice it, you could dice it. I'm going to keep it like this. I like the shape. And then I'm going to set this aside for someone else to use. And now I am going to show you guys how the whole bowl comes together. I'm going to start it actually with some mixed greens here. Just get some mixed greens happening in here. And a little bit, so I was going to show you guys what I have here. I have some chickpeas, the corn that I sauteed in the pan, some snap peas, some tomatoes cherry tomatoes I've just quartered up, my black beans that were drained and rinsed, and then my peppers as well. One final thing I want to quickly show you guys is your snap peas. In the store, you can buy them, and they're called stringless snap peas. But if you're getting them at the market or from directly from the farm, you may want to pull off. There's this little string that goes down the front of your bean, and you might just want to pull that off. And you can sometimes have a little one down the other side as well, and then that is just going to make it a little easier to eat. I've already gone ahead and done that for my other, and I will show you the sauce that's going to finish it, and it is just going to be so good. I'm so excited to be eating this. So guys, you'll notice here that I'm actually like adding these all in separately. I will mix it all together when I'm eating it, but I just think it's really nice to just see all the different colors and the different things that you're including in the bowl. So I do like to kind of build a little section for each of the vegetables. You could certainly decide to just toss them all in on top. Whatever is your preference is one of the great things when you make things for yourself at home, is you're able to customize it to whatever is your preference. And on Veggies, guys, this is like a fantastic way to make sure that you're getting all your vegetables in, or for your kids. My kids eat more vegetables this way than any other way that I serve up food. They just love it. There we go. Some cucumbers in there. And for my green beans, my snap peas, I'm going to actually just take my knife and just give them a nice little sliver there. Just going to take a couple of them. I just really like them because when I'm eating my salad, I want to be able to get a bite of lots of different flavors together. So I like to take these and just cut them up into some pieces. You can definitely spread out your color so you get it all the way, all different colors happening in your bowl. I'm going to put a few more black beans in there. And what else? Did I miss anything? I'm going to have my avocado going on top. And kind of in the middle here, I can just fan it out a little bit like that. And then I'm going to add in my shrimp. I'm going to put my shrimp kind of around the edges, and then I'm going to put the sauce over the whole thing. A couple of crispy shrimp here. Put one kind of in each section maybe. And one, let's put one in the middle. And hide him underneath there. You got a little surprise under the avocado. There we go. Next up, I'm just gonna drizzle it with the sauce. I actually took this great, the Phillpen Smoked sauce. I love this sauce. It goes so well on so many things, guys, like burgers, well, just about anything you can think of to put sauce on. It is fantastic. I've actually mixed this in with my ranch dressing, which I'm just going to grab out of the fridge, and I'm going to put this on top. I went ahead and I put it into a squeeze bottle at home, guys. You don't have to do this. I just always love it. I think that food that's pretty just makes us more excited to eat it. So I always try and take a minute or two just to kind of make things look really pretty. And then I am just going to take this and I'm just going to squeeze it over top of my bowl. And this, guys, is my, well, burrito bowl. I am super excited to be digging into this. I'm going to call my family to the kitchen so that they can make their burrito bowl however they like it. So this can be a great way, guys, to just cut up some vegetables, keep them chopped up in your fridge, ready to go, washed and clean. And then this kind of a meal could come together in like 15 minutes from start to end. Absolutely because people are going to be able to assemble their veggie bowls for lunch or for a fast dinner. So I hope you get into this, guys. Have a great day, and we'll see you real soon.